Da da da. Just like that, man. What up, world? Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. You know you can't see the small couch, but we're on the small couch. Sorry, it is very late. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Joey.
If you saw on Instagram, you know we was stuck in traffic for a minute. But we're back now in the studio. We just watched The Batman. It's Warner Brothers' first release of 2022.
Oh wow!
Their first release that wasn't a same day release since for over a year, and it was also their first solo Batman movie since 2012. So, a lot of firsts there.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, so up front, the movie is very good.
Absolutely amazing.
We're gonna get right into it, Jovi. We have a lot that we did. Like, there's a lot I do want to talk about. Let's not do spoilers right now.
Okay.
We might do another spoiler video, but yeah, man. Tell us what I guess, however order you want to do it. Maybe just what you didn't like, get it out the way, and then what you did like.
I mean, there's one scene that I didn't like. Everything else, I mean, I can't explain how good this was, and like very surprising of how a 3-hour movie can like just keep you wanting more.
Yeah, it's like
there's no movie out, like I can't think that is that long that I'm like, yeah, like Lord of the Rings. It gets to a point where you're watching a Lord of the Rings film where you're like, damn, this is a lot.
Yeah, so it's entertaining, but you know it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like like I told you, I love the Snyder Cut. But what do I always say about it? That chain is 4 hours long. This one, I think and then either it was Avengers Infinity or Endgame. One of them was almost 3 hours long. Yeah. And I didn't notice it. Yeah. So it's like that tier. Like I'm not. We're not hyping.
If this if this is what we have to look forward to from movies and film, please let the directors make 3-hour movies.
Yeah, let them do their thing. So Matt Reeves directed this, the guy behind the last 2 Planet of the Apes movies, which were amazing. If you haven't watched them, go watch them. They were spectacular. I know he did the editing. He chose the composer. Oh my gosh, the composer. Hold on.
The music.
Yeah. You talk about that. I actually have to look up his name.
Okay. And
I'm going to find it. So, 1 second. I'll edit this out. All right, we're back. His name is Michael Giacchino. I really hope I'm saying that right.
I'm not even going to try.
I really hope I'm saying that right. He composed an epic soundtrack.
Oh my
And he definitely deserves his props. Every single time they played his song, it didn't get old.
No.
You've heard it in the trailers, every single teaser, and it never gets old.
It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old, and they probably paid him, like I said, the bag because they use it throughout this whole movie. But it's so good, and that is the Batman. Like they made a sound that just sounds
it's him. It's like it's somewhat sad, but it's also like yo, he is coming. Yeah, he is coming to save the day,
and he's about to whoop some ass.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The set design, sound design was incredible. Like every little thing you heard, droplets, you heard somebody touching something.
Every gun that fired.
It was just like everything had a very pronounced sound, and that is like over the top and wonderful. Like it's the attention to detail in this film,
and that's something Matt Reeves was doing. I remember Robert Pattinson. He was actually getting frustrated because dude kept making him retake stuff. He was like, "Nope, that was off a little bit. Redo the whole thing." So,
like, well worth it.
Yeah, you definitely saw it come through.
The acting. Oh my god! Everybody, when you've never heard that on this couch, or the couch before that, when you said every single performance, even the side actors, we were repeating and making fun of the way people were talking because their lines stood out.
Yeah, they were really good.
It's like it's just
in the theater,
everything. Yeah, everything, and you said it yourself. You could hear all these little side conversations because people couldn't hold it in.
Yeah, you had to express yourself in this movie. It was just you were just like wow, like uncontrollable.
Oh my god!
I mean, there's a actually I don't want to spoil it, but you've seen it in the trailer where there's like a swinging shot through the city. You don't actually see what's happening, but when you see it in the movie, he gasped.
Oh,
him and our boy was like,
yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah. I absolutely did gasp because it gasped. It took. I was scared. I was like, why am I scared? We in a movie. The Batmobile. Y'all know I love cars.
Bruh. So speaking of that, there's a video. I have to like put it in here. Yeah. There's a video we did when we saw the teaser, and we were talking about how the Batmobile looked when it came crashing through on the teaser. Yeah. We said something like the Penguin, Colin Farrell, who it looks nothing like him, by the way.
You didn't even notice him in the first.
Yeah, the first I was like, you told me who he was. I didn't know who he was, but Colin Farrell, he's like driving through the fire and he makes it explode, and he's like, I got you. Then Batman comes through in his 60s supercar and just ramps him, and then like the car flips and there's just fire everywhere, and then in the background Batman is just walking slowly and then the logo closes on him. I was like, this is amazing. And that definitely was true. When you see the actual full scene, oh my god, I think that scene, the sound, that scene stood out so much, and you might hear that on a lot of reviews. The Batmobile chase scene, spectacular.
I was just like, yo, and I'm saying it, I didn't say it out loud, but I'm like, this is better than the Fast and the Furious scene. Like, seriously. Like, it just showed how great, like, Matt Reeves is.
Yeah, man. Like it was really good. Like, you sense the tension, because, I mean, obviously, the dude getting chased. Yeah. Like, you see the fear in him trying to get away from this Batmobile. Yeah. And the Batmobile literally hunting him down. With the soundtrack, every time they cut to the Batmobile, like every single time, without fail. That whole scene, it was awesome. And then when he finally caught him, and he's walking up to him all slowly, like he was saying it, Batman doesn't run anywhere. He walks slowly. He can hear his theme song. That's why he's walking like that.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and my last thing before I let you go, without spoiling, is this is a spooky, like, rendition of an amazing character, but also a detective film. Yeah. So it's not. I gotta make this clear. Right. It's not for kids. It's not a kids movie, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't think, but even if they do watch it, I don't think they're gonna understand how terrifying some of these characters are. Right. Like, in like the acts of what they're doing. This took it to another level and made it very, very realistic. Like, in a sense that.
Yeah. So to that point, it's rated PG-13. I think it has as much cursing as like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Yeah. But it's not like, I don't say this. It's very entertaining, but it's not like fun. No.
In that, so that's a perfect way to. Yeah. A kid's just gonna be like.
Yeah, like if you go to a Marvel movie, right? Like, which we love. You know, even something like a darker Marvel movie, like I can't even think of a dark one, but Multiverse is about to be dark. Ooh, but you can, but you can go to that, and there'll be colors and stuff flying off the screen, and you'll just be like, wow, that was cool. These visual effects are awesome. I mean, the way the visual effects work in this movie are different. They're very good. So, like, you know what? I mean, it's about like The Dark Knight Rises. Mm-hmm. That I don't think kids would really have liked. No. But if you watched it and you liked it, with Bane just beating the crap out of the Batman. If you like that, you'll love this. So it's more akin to that. It's not it's really not like a Spider-Man movie. No. Even though I think I like them equally, just for different reasons.
100%.
Yeah, man. So yeah, you're right. I'm gonna piggyback off everything you said. Yeah. Detective film first, superhero film second. But when it becomes a superhero movie, And the Batman goes into his fight mode. I told him every time they play his theme song,
you already know.
And I was cheering in my seat. Like, yo, the stuff he does to people. Oh my gosh. That one preview you saw when he said, I'm vengeance. Yeah. That's just the icing on the cake. Like, you, like, trust me. It's choreographed spectacularly.
Oh man, yeah, heck yeah. Like the fighting
was so good. And like he was just taking it, like he has no fear. No fear. He was taking them all by himself. I think, like you said, the characters. Batman was spectacular. Yeah. He kind of is like the narrator of this story.
I did not even. Yeah, I just got goosebumps because like
he does a voiceover, and his voice. I whispered to him and our other friend, like his voice is really good. Yeah. He's not like screaming. Oh, I don't wear hockey masks, right? Like, he just lowers his voice, and it works. Yeah. So minor spoiler: the beginning of this movie. There's no origin story for any character in this movie, which I think is a plus. Mm-hmm. But the beginning of this movie, he's narrating his life. Just like basically like allow me to reintroduce myself. He's like, it's been 2 years. It's turned me into something else. Yeah. And then you've seen it in the trailer. He says something like, the bat signal's not just a signal, it's a warning.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
And then when you actually see this, right? You see people, like when the lights go on, the signal comes on, they actually show people's reactions. And me and him were laughing at how terrified they were. Like they are literally afraid.
And then you learn why they're so scared. And
very quickly you learn. So the beginning sets it up very well. I mean, you know his origin story. They talk about it, but it's not like shown. Yeah. Same with Selena Kyle, Zoe Kravitz. Her Catwoman, like you said, I think I don't know. I think it might be as good as Anne Hathaway's. I don't think it was as good as Mekhi Phifer's, but Michelle Pfeiffer. Mekhi Phifer, that would be weird. As Michelle Pfeiffer's, but I mean, like, she doesn't disappoint. She's very good in this movie. The way she delivered her lines, like you've seen them in the trailer, good. But I think my favorite actor outside of Batman has to be the Penguin. I still like you've been watching the channel. I still do not believe that it's Colin Farrell.
It's incredible.
He is so good,
and he gets his shine. One scene where he has a lot of lines, and it's like, okay, now we're getting a scene.
Yeah, man. When they first introduced him, he was like, "Whoa, vengeance! Take it easy." Like his voice, and I think he's actually getting a spinoff. Like they're making a Gotham show. I have to look this up. Okay. I think he's getting his own, and it will be well deserved.
See, if DC keep doing these little like one-off spin-off series from their films, I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So all characters were great. The story is really good. I'm not trying to talk too much about Riddler because I don't want to give away what he's doing. But I mean, if in the trailers you see, like, he's killing people, leaving riddles for Batman, basically. He's killing people. And there's a reason he's doing it. And it's very interesting to follow Batman's a detective, the world's greatest detective. It's very good to finally see him putting that to work. You saw a little bit of it in Batman v Superman, but this one puts it in the forefront. Like, he's using his brain. He's solving these riddles, and he's like, okay, I understand what he's doing, and this is why he's targeting this person. Yeah. And, like, the technology he uses to, like, do things, it's really cool. It's really cool. Honestly, I think the only, like, it's very rare I find, like, a perfect movie, but I'm struggling to find something that's wrong with this. Yeah. The only thing, it's not for me, but I know there are some people who will be disappointed by this. Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is not Bruce Wayne. He's Batman the whole movie. I mean, even when he's not in the mask and he's Bruce Wayne, like, he's talking in the same voice. He's brooding all the time. If you were in the city, you would be like, oh yeah, that's Batman. Like seriously.
Yeah. But and it's the people's perception of Bruce Wayne. I think they're blinded.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like they're blinded by
because he's a billionaire. They're like, yeah, he has all this money. He's probably just off doing something.
It's like, no, he's hiding in this freaking tower because the Wayne Manor is a tower in the middle of the entire city.
It's another thing. That's it. I love the way they did his house in this. It looks like a Batman house. Yeah. Yeah, so like I was saying, like it's not a problem for me because like what was the greatest Batman game of all time? It's Arkham Asylum or maybe Arkham City, and you were just Batman. It was the longest night in Batman's life. Bruce Wayne made no appearance, so I have no problem with Batman being in this movie all the time.
I'm here for it. We can get Bruce Wayne in the next movie.
Yeah, they can flesh him out in the next movie. I mean, this one he's still young. I guess he's learning how to be.
I'm still just taken away by Robert Pattinson. Like them even giving him a chance to do this.
Yeah, like
him.
People seriously, he's the man in this movie, man.
Like, I think awesome. Like even more like Ben Affleck Batman, which is my favorite Batman. Which you don't agree with. I love that Batman because he is so brutal. Yeah. Because he's just done. He's tired of the shit that's been going on.
Yeah. That you know what? You bring up another point. This movie, it really showed how bad Gotham is. Yeah. Like honestly, any other person, like the people in this movie, just give up on the city. Yeah. Bro. Like, bro, you can't save it. And I think Selena Kyle even says it. Like you can't save the city. Like they did a really good job of showing Gotham like kind of as like its own like I guess character.
It is its own character.
Like man, this city is horrible. And he's been doing this for 2 years, and it just keeps getting worse.
It's like it's not getting better.
It's like oh man, at a certain point you got to give up.
I mean, I feel like that's all we got to say before we really want to get into spoilers.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like we got to cut it.
Gotta cut it. I could go scene by scene about why this movie's so good, but you've heard what we had to say. Great story, great casting, great action. Yeah, all across the board. So I think we're ready to just. What are you giving this movie?
Oh, it's a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5.
It's a
this movie.
It's a 5. A 3-hour movie. That's a 5.
Yeah, 3 hours that felt like 2. Just understand that. It was really good. Just remember, it's a different type of superhero movie. So yeah. Definitely go check it out, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Please keep an eye on the channel. We are going to GalaxyCon in a couple weeks. I'm going to keep talking about that.
Oh, yeah. It's coming up fast.
Yeah, man. And yeah, Batman, tell us what you think about it. Right down here, did you like Robert Pattinson's Batman? Did you like Selena Kyle in this movie? What is your favorite Batman? He likes Ben Affleck. I'm more a Christian Bale guy. Let us know.
Respectfully.
Yeah, let us know. And yeah, until next time, guys, we out.
Deuces.